Grade 10, greetings to all of you. Today we are dealing with trigonometry and we will be looking at grade 10 trigonometry. Right, our objective for today is to identify trigonometric ratio, to apply on the right angle triangle, and to solve past exam questions. Right guys, let us unpack the word trigonometry. If you can look at the top, this trigonometry, it started with the word tri. What does the word tri mean? It means we'll be dealing with three basic things, which will be 1, 2, 3. It's a triangle. And fortunately for grade 10, we will be looking at the right angle triangle. Right? On this right angle triangle, we have three sides. Let me call this side as my y side. Let me call this side as my x side. And let me call this side as r. Okay, we unpack all of those things at the end. Now, obvious, if you are dealing with a triangle, we need to have a certain angle. The first angle, let me call it theta. The other angle, let me call it alpha. Okay, guys, if now we are dealing with a right angle triangle, we need to be able to continue with our word, which is called trigonometric ratio. We need to find the ratio of all of these sides. Okay, the funny thing is that we are dealing with three basic principles of trigonometric ratio. The first one is sine theta, the second one is cos theta, and the last one is tan theta. Okay, now since we have said that it is a ratio, I hope you all remember that a ratio is something divided by something. It means that sine theta will be divided by something, that cos theta will be divided by something. Now, I said we are dealing with sine theta. It means I need to be at this angle of theta. That's why I said we'll also be talking of alpha. Now, guys, if we are dealing with sine theta, we need to identify what is this sine theta respective to y, and I hope you know that that is an opposite side because I'm opposite towards my y theta. Again, with this r is opposite to 90. This r is opposite to 90. We don't call that an opposite side. We say it's an hypotenuse side because it's our longest side. Now, the last side that we have to talk of is our x side, which is our adjacent side. Okay, that is the side which is underneath of it. We have identified all of these three sides. Okay, let us look at the other triangle. That is the right angle triangle again. Now, let me insert my theta at the top. What is our basic rule is that in order for me to identify all of this side, I have to look at theta. My opposite side now with theta will be on this side, which will be my opposite side. What is our hypotenuse side? Our hypotenuse side is opposite to 90. Make sure that your hypotenuse side is always opposite to 90. It means that will be your hypotenuse side. Then the last side now will be your adjacent side. Okay? I hope you all understand now the basic principle on naming our side, which is an opposite, hypotenuse, and adjacent side. Right, let us go back to the ratio principle. Now, these three guys, sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta, they will have to choose their ratios in respect of these triangles. Scientists are just picked the opposite side, said, no guys, I want to pick the opposite side and the hypotenuse side. Okay, then cos theta said, now, how, come on sine, why you pick the opposite side? Okay, it's fine, let me take the adjacent side because we've already chose the opposite side. With the hypotenuse side again. Hey, right, but tan theta said, oh, two of you, you think that you are clever. You sin theta, you picked opposite side, and you cos theta, you picked adjacent side. Right, let me pick these two sides that you have chosen, irrespective of the hypotenuse side that you are sharing. Then tan theta said, sine, let me take your opposite side, and cos, let me take your adjacent side. Okay, it means your sine theta will be opposite over hypotenuse, your cos theta will be adjacent over hypotenuse, and then the tan theta will be opposite over adjacent. Okay, where does this thing takes us? And there was a young boy which was looking at in all of these three things that is happening. The young boy just said, okay, it's fine, guys. It means I just saw a car at the town. Let me say it again. The young boy said, I just saw a car at the town. What does so mean? It means it's your sine theta, which is opposite over hypotenuse. What does the car mean? It's your cos theta, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. And what is the town? It's tan theta, which is opposite over adjacent. Alright, let us name our triangle again. That's your right angle triangle. There is the young boy. The young boy here, right? We said that is our y side, we said that is our x side, and we said that is our r side. Let us look at sine. There's the young boy. The opposite side is your y. Your hypotenuse side, which is opposite to 90, it's your h. And then your adjacent side, which will be your x. Okay? Then let us conclude now. It means our sine theta will be equal to the opposite side over hypotenuse side. And please, guys, just start by naming your side. Opposite over hypotenuse, which is what? Y over R. Okay? Then you go further to look for your cos theta. You say cos theta is equal to what? Let us name it. It's a car, which is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is what? X over R. Okay. Lastly, what is your tan theta? Will be your tan theta. We are at the term now, which is your opposite over adjacent over. Look at this question 4, which is adopted from paper 2, November 2016. Okay, now we've been given a diagram. The diagram is on the right angle triangle, which is ABC and angle theta as shown below. Before I do this problem, can you please pause this video and try to do it on your own? Okay. Right, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Right, grade 10. Now, there is your theta. There is your theta. Your theta is opposite to what? Your theta is opposite to A. Name your diagram first before you solve your problems. Look for 90 degrees. There is your 90 degrees. Your 90 degrees is opposite to C, which is your what? Hypotenuse side. Thank you so much, guys. Then your third side will be your adjacent side. Wow, okay. The last thing that I want us to do, we have named our side. We have the angle of theta. We have the angle of 90. Let us find this third angle. Let us find this third angle. From grade 8 and 9, what we said if we have two angles on a triangle. You remember that we used the sum of angles of a triangle. It means we have to add all of these two angles to find the third angle. What is our basic rule? It's that 180 subtracting 90 subtracting theta will be equal to 90 minus theta. It means this angle will be 90 minus theta. Okay? Right. We have identified our triangle. We have made sure that we have named everything that is on the triangle. Okay. Now, we have identified all our entries. Now, let us go back and read the question. The first question says, write the following in terms of A, B, and C. Okay, what we are looking for cos theta. Okay, it means these people, they want me to buy a car. Okay, remember my car is adjacent over hypotenuse. What is the adjacent side? It's B. What is the hypotenuse side? It's C. That was easy as 1, 2, 3. Number 2, find your tan theta. Your tan theta, that is a town. Okay, that is a town. It means my tan theta will be opposite over adjacent. What is the opposite side? It's A. What is the adjacent side? It's B. Okay, it's easy as 1, 2, 3 again. Right, let us look at sine 90 minus theta. Wow, there's no need to panic because we have 90 minus theta at the top. It's just that we need to rearrange our naming because when we were naming our side, remember that we were referring at our theta. Now, we are speaking of 90 minus theta. What is the opposite side with 90 minus theta will be your B now. What is the hypotenuse side? Still, it would be your C because hypotenuse side is always opposite to 90. Then the third side will be your adjacent side, which is your A. Okay, it means when we go back to this question, we were looking at sine 90 minus theta. What is sine? That is your SO, which is opposite over adjacent. What is the opposite side? It's B. What is your hypotenuse side? Is C. Hala, I hope you all understand. Right, dish. Now, one for 4.1.2. It is given that the value of A is 5. Okay, there is 5. The value of theta is 50. There is your data. Okay, calculate the numerical value of B. There is your B. Yeah. Please, before you do your problem, make sure that you name your triangle. Now, when I'm at my 50 degrees, the value of 5, which will be my opposite side. And always, the side which is opposite to 90 is your hypotenuse side. Then the value of B will be your adjacent side. It means I'm looking for anything that is concerning opposite with adjacent because I've been given 50 and now I'm looking for B. Hebana, that is your tower, right? It means for 4.1.2, I have to use tan. Instead of theta now, I have the value of 50. What is your tan? It's opposite over adjacent. It means tan 50 will be equal to 5 divided by B. How can I find the value of B? I will have to cross multiply. Therefore, your value of B will be cross multiplying. We didn't do anything on 5. Let us exchange. Take your tan 50 and replace it in respect of B. It means divided by tan 50. Then you go to your calculator. Then you set fraction sign 5 divided by tan 50. What is your answer? Your answer is 4,195. Then go back. It means the value of B will be 4,195. If you round off to 2 decimal places, will be 4,20. Right, I hope you understood, guys. Can't wait to see you again. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like and share. This is Mr. Ntuli from the other side. Practice makes improvement. The more you practice, the more you improve. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you on the other side.